how to create a login sign-up system using Fragments in Sketchware with Firebase. I assume you already have a project set up with Firebase. If you don't know how to set up your project with Firebase, go and check out the video on my channel. Then let's continue. First of all, create an activity. Okay, so we created an activity, but users have to get to the activity somehow. So from the activity where we actually need login, we will create an auth component. And check if user is logged in, do our stuff, else redirect users to the login activity. Then we start creating UI of the activity. I will place a horizontal linear for toolbar and then another vertical linear for fragment container. Let's change the ID to fragment container. Change type from linear layout to frame layout. We will show our fragments in this, and in the horizontal linear we added for toolbar, add an image, and the text we will use it for showing the title. With just a linear layout, your toolbar will look really flat. To elevate it, you can add a card view. Set corner radius to 0, otherwise it will look round. Set margin to push your button a little away from the corner. And define its on click finish activity. And then create fragments. Make sure to uncheck status bar and toolbar, and you choose the type fragment here. Create another fragment for the sign up. And first we will start designing login fragment. We will place edit textures in a text input layout for good material design. Another button will be needed to navigate to sign up fragment. We will create a similar design in the sign up page. So if we simply add this layout to collection and import it in the sign up fragment, it will save us a lot of time. Now it's time to show the fragments in the activity. For that you have to download these blocks from our app. At the on create, use this block to show fragment, set id 1 and select the fragment that you want to show here. Then create a more block. Close it with a curly brace. Then place this block. This is the block that actually does all the work. No, sorry, actually I placed the wrong block. Correct block is this one. Select the view in which you want to show the fragment. And in the fragment, we will swap visibilities on the button. Select, pass the context in which activity you are and which fragment now you want to show. And then remember the image for closing the activity we added, it was white. White will be not visible in the white background, so change its color. If you wish to, you can replace this block with this new block. When user switches between sign up login or forgot password fragments, it will make transition a little smoother. Well, you have option, you can use either of these two blocks. Create fragment for changing password. Again, import your previous widget from collection and remove unwanted views from it. In our activity, let's add a progress bar to show while our network operations are going on. Let's set its visibility to gone. If you need this code, you will find it in our app as usual in tutorials section. Add a auth component to handle authentication and add a database component to keep user data. When a new user creates an account, we will store some of their data for future use. Let's create more blocks which we are going to call from our fragments. For login, we will create a login more block, pass two strings, username and password. For sign up, we will create a more block and we will pass hash map to it because there could be a lot of data like 3 or 4 strings. For changing password, we will just pass a single string of the email. We will set progress bar visible and sign up with email and password passed as arguments. Here we will create another map and assign the map passed in argument to it. Then access email and password values from it to create new account. Here also we will show the progress bar. We will be needing this boolean at onChild added and onChild changed event listeners of the database component. Password change block is really simple. Just place this and pass the argument. Now over to the fragments where we will actually call these blocks. We will check if edit texts are empty, show the toast to user to let them know that they have to enter a value there. Okay. And if they are not empty, let's allow them to sign up. Create two strings. Get values from edit texts. And pass them to our block. Place it in the activity. If you need these codes, these will be available in tutorials section of our app. From the previous button I have added it to the collection, so I will import it and make copies. If we do it one by one, it will take a lot of time. That's why I use this method. In this way we just have to change edit text for which we are checking if it is empty or not. After checking user have entered values in all text fields and agreed to our terms of services and privacy policy, we will collect the data and pass it to the method for signing up in activity. Similarly, we pass the email from here to change password method in the activity. Not to mention, we don't need progress bars in the fragments We only need one progress bar in the activity. And now it's time to define event listeners. On password reset link sent, we will show toasts. On success, we will additionally close the activity. In the on sign in successful listener, if not success, we will show the error message. If success, we will close the activity. Now moving forward to on create user complete listener. If not success, we will show the toast. Otherwise, we have to add user data to our database. Remember, map is already created. We just have to UID here. Other data is getting passed from the fragment to the activity. And yeah, we are not hiding the progress bar here. We will hide it at on data added event. I get errors for Firebase storage library. Even I am not using storage, but still it gives me an error. So I import it from local libraries. And for better user experience, you can use request network component and tell users if their internet connection is not working. I will add this warning to all these three blocks. Here let's add another button for back to login page. And here from the forgot password, let's get user to the change password page. Our second button is secondary, so let's change its style to lighten it up. Actually, we haven't changed much, we just changed the background tint and a stroke color. But if you still think you will get confused and mess it up, you can get this code from our app tutorials section under this tutorial. And change text color of the button also. With these things, our app looks like this. User can sign up or login. Let's create a demo account. Okay, there is still a problem when user created an account. Let's say next time user clicks it directly sends him back. So for that, to prevent that glitch from happening, we will check if signing in boolean is true. Then and only then we will proceed. Otherwise we will not do anything. Here we will also have to set it false. We will do same thing here. And here also. And all these booleans will be false by default, so we also have to set them true from this block. Set boolean true from this block as well. And again setting boolean true from this block as well.